Just about then, a crowd of DPs came up the block and proceeded to beat that man up. His wife came running out of the house screaming, "Don't kill him!" It turns out he was the main macher of the factories, and the DPs were Polish. The DPs were Polish, and one of our guys, Ray Havelka, who spoke Polish, told us that they weren't going to kill him, but they let him know how they felt about him, the Germans in general, the war, being abducted from their homes, and you all here can imagine the rest of it. After eating and schmoozing with each other, we went into the cottage, which was equipped with several tiers of 3 bunk beds. Our sergeant, who had disappeared earlier, showed up with 7 German women who were willing to sleep with us, expecting that we would give them valuable black market items like chewing gum, cigarettes, and chocolate. The sergeant set up a schedule for each of us to be on sentry duty during the night, and the guys who were not on guard jumped into the bunks with the women. I was excited but terrified. I had never been in bed with any woman and didn't know what to do. But the woman, I never knew her name, who grabbed me, took care of that. Sometime during the night, Bright Eyes Murray from Boston woke me to go stand guard, and then he crawled into the warm sack I had just vacated. After an hour in the dark, I went back inside to another bed and slept. At daybreak, we were ousted outside. The sentry thought he saw a German patrol on the edge of a nearby wood. We grabbed our M1s in a misty rain and went downhill across a field, across a small stream, and then up a steep hill to the edge of the woods. We didn't see or hear any Germans, but we fired into the woods just in case, and then turned back, down the hill, across the stream, and then the field, heading back to the cottage. As we approached it, we saw the faces of the women inside clustered around the window, watching us. I will never forget the sight of them. What were they feeling and thinking? They had watched us pursuing their friends, husbands, fathers, relatives, their men. They had spent the night with us and gained some booty for them. And here we were, seeking to kill their men. I felt terrible. I hadn't enjoyed the sex, though it provided some relief. I hated again that war and the loss of dignity and freedom everywhere and for everyone. I hated the fact that those women had to see and experience both sides of that whole chain of events. I hated having slept with them. I felt sorry for myself, though I was glad to have given them some of our stuff. We left that town right away, and I never saw those women again before we left down that road heading southeast. I never spoke to my buddies about those events. They never spoke to me about it. Was I alone in thinking and feeling about that time? I hope not. I see their faces. To save the world from fascism, over there. And now we say we fight to save ourselves, to save ourselves and the world from fascism, but not over there.
Thank you, Jay.